I'm going to start off with an email that came to me, 59 minutes ago. Continuing with the rest of Martin's question. It says, also, what is the benefit of taking an image of a PC over a complete clone before working on a PC? I'm assuming Martin is talking about the times that I have demonstrated that and talked about doing that myself. So as a matter of procedure, I'll start with making an image backup. And typically I do that with connecting an external USB drive, this guy right here, to a USB port and just start it. If sometimes I already have Macrium Reflect installed on that computer, and I'll use that, or I'll just boot it off of my Macrium Reflect USB drive and make a backup. And I'll do that even if I'm not doing anything that is questionable or of concern. Here's the reason. Let's suppose it's in here for something very, very simple and routine. I'm not worried about it. It's not going to go wrong. But by me capturing a backup image of that computer and then I put it back in service, if they have a problem in a week or two, well, I've got a backup here. It doesn't take any significant time for me to do that whatsoever. This is an 8 terabyte drive. That one I'm about maybe 500 gigabytes occupied so far. And I never know when it may become useful. It's not highly important. Now, if I'm bringing the computer in because I'm trying to fix something, there's something going wrong with it, I'll make an image backup, and then I can start up the computer and I can take a sledgehammer to it. I can rip files apart. I can change configuration settings in major ways, trying to get some kind of an effect. I'm trying to affect the symptom anyway. I don't care if I make the symptom worse. Whether I fix the symptom or make it worse, I make big, massive changes so that I can tell where is the problem. Is it in this group of settings or this group of settings? Then I know that I can restore it quickly and easily. All right, it takes a while for the restore to happen. I've got other things to do. If I'm upgrading the computer, if I'm going to put in a SSD, it has a hard disk drive, I'll go ahead and make an image backup from the hard disk drive, and I'll restore that image to the SSD. So Martin was asking here, I think very much on point, why do that instead of just doing a complete clone? Well, by doing the image backup and then restoring that, it takes a little more time on the clock, but not my time so much. But I have that image in my possession. So if the computer goes back to them and then there's a problem, I have this image that I can restore from. So like 2 weeks from now, the computer comes back, I can make a backup of the data files or copy out any data files since my image backup, restore my image and move forward with it. It just gives me more options of how I go about fixing it. We've got a couple of people in the community that work in a school district. I don't think that would make sense for them. I think they want to bring it in. They want the least time for that computer being on their desk. It depends upon your workflow and your environment. I've stated the benefits for me. Not everybody is going to need those benefits. Many thanks as always. Enjoy your channel, attitude, skill, and humor. Thank you, Martin. Kind words. Now, good morning, Windows Daily number 291, where myself and the chat room stand ready to answer your questions that come to me by email at this address, or as a comment on any of my videos, or as a question in the chat room. I'm going to check here for